Welcome to Spoken Tea, where we talk about life, faith, friendship, and growth.
All about keeping it 100 and having a good laugh. I'm Nnita.
And I'm Krys.
So grab your cup and come get this Spoken Tea.
Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of Spoken Tea. We are so glad to finally be here.
Yes.
So I'm Nnita.
I'm Krys.
And this is our podcast where we just talk about life, relationships, faith, friendship, and we laugh and joke a lot too.
Absolutely.
All right, so it's our first episode.
I guess we should give you a little backstory about why we started this.
Yeah.
Where the idea came from.
Yeah.
So, Nee, you want to kick that off? Okay, Spoken Tea, we like to
It's
sip
crazy
tea
how
and we talk.
It's crazy how
so
she
at that
asked me to
point,
talk
I asked her while she was sipping.
while
so
I had
excuse
it
me for
in
that.
That's real crazy.
But yeah, give a little backstory why we
So,
started.
I guess we started because we kind of just sit around and we talk all the time, right?
All the time.
And we talk about the same things that we plan on talking on the podcast. And we just thought, maybe it would be really great if we shared this with other people.
Absolutely.
And maybe we can actually inspire or help other people to grow as much as we have.
Absolutely.
And we also recognize the power of friendship and how important it is. So
Yes.
we wanted to kind of just put this out for other people.
Yeah.
When
We
we
realized
realize
we
goodness
spent-
to ourselves.
We realize we spend hours of our day just talking. And the stuff that we talk about isn't anything that you and your friends don't obviously talk about too. But it's just like, we really need to have somebody like record us, because just our personalities, our silliness, and just who we are and the way that we just vibe off of each other, it's just a great energy and it's just funny. So it's like, why not share that with other people? Because when we get around other people, then, it's still a good time. So we're just sharing that with the world at this point.
So, just sit back and listen and enjoy. We are just going to talk.
Yeah. Join the conversation.
The plan is to do this twice a month.
Mm-hmm.
And so twice a month you get a little episode and we'll have a specific topic we'll be talking about. And we also, we may get distracted and we may veer to the left or the right at any particular moment. But, just follow us on the ride, because at some point we'll get right back to where we were supposed to be. So
Absolutely.
just keep it going. So I guess because one of the main things we do here is talk about friendship and empowering each other and lifting each other up, I guess our topic for today is really going to be about our friendship. So this is the first episode. You get to know a little bit more about us and stuff anyway.
Absolutely.
Because, of course, we expect that there are going to be some listeners out there that don't know us personally. So doing this will give you a chance to just get to know us a little bit more, so you'll know who you're tuning into.
Absolutely.
So me and Crystal, I'm sorry, Krys. Me and Krys have been friends since 7th grade.
What is middle school?
We met in 7th grade.
Mr. Weston's class.
Mr. Weston's class,
Yep.
English class. I was new-ish to the neighborhood. I had moved to the neighborhood in 6th grade. Well, actually, I moved way before then, but I didn't go to the appropriate school where I was zoned for until 6th grade. So 6th grade, I didn't know anybody else in the neighborhood. So I had kind of made some friendships 6th grade, but nothing that was really that stuck. That was actually in my grade. Me and my other best friend, we were already friends, but she's older. So I didn't have anybody that was in my classes or anything like that. So I was transferred into
my
Mr.
class.
Weston's class a little bit later in the first week of school. And I sat.
She was brought into the classroom, and me and this other girl were sitting on one side of the class, and there were some other students on another side of the class. And she just looked around the room and they said, pick a seat. And she happened to sit on our side of the class where me and this other girl were, but she sat near the back of the class. And if you know anything about Nnita, she was very shy. She's not shy anymore. She's now just blossomed flower everyone gets to see the personality that I've seen for years. But she was very shy at that point, and she sat in the back of the class. And if you know anything about me, I'm super bubbly and kind of loud all the time. So I looked to the back of the class when I saw her come in, and I'm like, hey, you should come sit up here with us. And me and our other friend, we both just said, hey, come sit up here with us. And she smiled and moved up. And from there, we just...
I'm about to say, you really can't say like the rest is history from
literally,
here.
we've been
Because
at the hip
it
the whole
wasn't
time.
no particular like, oh, I really like you. You're really cool. It wasn't like that. It was just like, she told me to sit up, to come further up, to be like with them. And then that was my seat. And so every day we would just see each other and we would just be talking more and more and more. And let me put this into a little bit of context. In our area, when you're in middle school, your homeroom is who you are with for the entire day. Except for your electives or whatever. So, but as far as your core classes, you're with that homeroom the entire time. So we were together all day. And the relationship just blossomed.
Going to lunch, going to class. We didn't have as much time after school as we grew into more toward high school, but it was every day in school, lunch, if we went to gym, changing out for gym, coming back, going to class. It was all just a great time. So yeah, literally became best friends from there. And then it went on to 8th grade, similar classes. High school, we both went to IC Norcom and in the magnet program. So we were both in honors classes. So
it just became the point where we just do everything together.
Literally.
We just did everything together. We're going to be a magnet. We're going to both be a magnet. We're going to both pass this interview. We're going to get in the magnet program. We're going to have all the same classes. This is just, we're doing everything together from here on out. Now, we did not do like everything together. Like, we were both in the band together, but we were in two different things. I was a flag girl. She was a majorette. Then she decided that she didn't want to be in the band anymore.
I wanted to try other things while I was still in school, so I chose to do cheerleading. So that was the one time that we did not spend as much time around each other, and I do not like that era because I feel like it put a small gap between us. We still hung out, we still spent time in classes, but I was used to getting the after school activities and during school activities spent time, and it kind of just put a little wedge there. I didn't like that, but
yeah, because unlike band, which has a season,
cheerleading is both seasons. Cheerleading, football, and basketball.
It's all the time.
We didn't get a break.
It's all the time.
We didn't get a break. So yeah. Even step team, we did do step team in the off season.
Step team in the off season together.
She was captain, I was co-captain, so we were teaching steps and everything still at the same time. So that did bridge the gap for that off season when I was doing cheerleading during basketball season when it wasn't band. That did give us a time to come back together after school. So we really did a lot and do a lot together. So
we went to college together.
Forever. Went to the same university, Norfolk State University. Behold the green and gold. But yeah, went to Norfolk State together, roommates, freshman and sophomore year. That almost tore up our friendship because she could not stand my living habits. I left socks all over the floor. It's like
she just takes her socks off and
just leave them.
Like wherever she stops, she takes socks off. The socks stay there, and she just walks away.
They just stay there, and it's not a conscious
and it don't get picked up later.
It's not a conscious thing. I put socks on to keep my feet warm, but I really don't like wearing socks. So when I get home and I snatch them off, they're there. Bye.
It's like little socks in different portions of our dorm room. We're not talking about a full-fledged.
It wasn't an apartment. It was an
apartment.
Square room.
We're talking about our dorm room, and there's little socks everywhere. There's a pair here, pair there. Yeah. It's just everywhere, and like
fighting over the room.
But then I like to sleep with the TV on.
Yep, I didn't like sleeping with the TV on. She would need the TV on, but I like sleeping with the fan on. And then the humming from the fan mixed with the TV.
No, I need both. I need the fan and the TV.
It was too much.
Fan and TV. So, one thing about me, I'm going to have a fan on and I'm going to have a TV on. And I don't care what time of the year, type of the year it is, what time of the year, I'm going to have the fan on.
Yeah, same here. That part we agreed on. The fan was fine. But the TV just, because the channels were blinking, and when you close your eyes and you still see the blinking lights, it's like, I can't sleep. I still see the light casting a lid.
Now I will say, as I've gotten older, I have changed. I understand what you say about the light. I probably knew that then. However, we had one of them. This was This was '09.
Yeah.
So we had one on big back TVs.
Yeah, big booty TV.
And so we wasn't, but now, I changed my settings on the TV to be darker when it's time to go to sleep.
See, that's smart.
But that was one of them big back TVs.
You ain't
It wasn't about to do none of that.
And play. That's all you got. Mute and play. You might have a sleep timer on there at some point. But
that big back TV was not going to go down. It didn't have no settings. We would have to sit and go down every night, go to menu and play with it. What am I doing all that?
Oh, and every night we used to watch and go to sleep with George Lopez. We just watched the George Lopez marathons every night.
Nick at Night?
I remember that. That was so great. Okay. Tangent, small, sorry. But yeah, went from college, freshman year, sophomore year, we were roommates. We decided to give it a break because it really did almost break up our friendship because I was in a long-term relationship. When he was single, my boyfriend would want to come to the room. It caused rifts at the time. So it literally did okay, maybe to save the friendship, we don't need to be roommates. But then when we moved into the suites,
I did not agree with that because when my thing was, yes, this has affected our friendship. However, we're about to move into an apartment.
Very true.
Where we would have our own separate bedrooms and we would just have common areas. And she won't try and hear that. But I was saying, because of that, it would be fine. Because we would have, you get on my nerves, I can go into the room and close my door versus before, all I could do was go on the other side of the room.
Yeah, that's true. So I didn't think of the layout for the suites to be that effective, where it was literally you walk into your apartment room, area, 4 individual bedrooms and the common area kitchen, common area living room. I didn't consider that to still be enough for us to have that individual space. I'm like, if my boyfriend comes over or whatever, it's still going to be in your space. And I really value our friendship enough to not want to infringe on that at all. So I was like, no roommates at all. We're not going to be roommates at all, but we'll still be close.
I didn't whole thing. It was sad. It was a big thing. It was a lot.
I'm sorry.
It was a whole
I apologize now.
She hurt me.
10, 12, 13 years later.
You hurt me when you did that.
I'm sorry.
I cried.
I'm sorry. I didn't know.
You didn't know I cried?
No.
I cried in front of you.
I think you might have welled up and then just sucked it up because we didn't
hurt
showing
me.
emotions.
I was like, I think I felt rejected. I think I really did feel rejected.
I didn't reject you. I was trying to value the friendship.
I think I felt that way. I know that's not what your intentions were.
Yeah, because I really wanted our friendship to stay. So I'm like, this really almost broke us. So to prevent it actually breaking us, I would rather us not room together at all to keep the friendship than fighting for it to try to work. And then it still end up ruining
I think the
us.
reason why I felt rejected was because of who you chose to room with. And I felt like, oh, wow. So she just...
Yeah.
It's me. I'm the problem.
I'm the problem. No, and that wasn't even the thing. It was like, we just got close to that point. It was like, okay, roommate cool, friend cool. So it was an extra friend we had. So it was like, okay, cool. Someone I know, someone I'm cool with, so it's fine. It was no issue. Shut up.
Extra friend.
No, because it's not the best friend, but she was still in the group of friends.
But it's the fact that you said extra friend.
We had a group of 4 friends. 2 of them are no longer in our immediate circles. So it's like, we are the Lone Rangers. Last 2 to stand.
2 best friends that anyone could have.
2 best friends that literally, that's honestly where it's been. We always say, "Ooh, we'll see reels and memes and little, stuff that friend groups do." We're like, "Yo, that'd be so dope if we had more of us." But it's only us
super
2.
cute if we could do that.
We could do that little dance group, but it's only 2 of us. We can't do that. Dang it! Try and find someone to duo.
But you know what? It's fine because.
Try it out.
It's fine because when we had more people in our group, somebody always had a problem.
Yes.
Somebody either had an attitude or something, and that would bring down the whole mood of whatever whatever we was doing.
Yes.
Because somebody got mad about something. Something didn't go somebody's way, and now somebody mad. Yeah. And now we all got an attitude. Not a mood is whatever.
Yeah.
But now
everybody happy.
We're going to have a good time regardless.
If we're going to the bar, I'm going to have a good time. You're going to have a good time. We're going to make sure of it. We're going out to dinner, wherever. We're going to have a good time. And we're going to make sure of it because we know if we're putting the energy into going out, one thing about us, we enjoy comfort. So if we're going to put the actual energy into going out of this house, baby, I'm not finna waste my money or my time. So if we put in the energy to go outside, I'm going to have a good time.
And there's a perfect example because a few weeks ago, I think it was a few at this point, and my voice keeps going in and out because my allergies been jumping me.
Oh, this pollen been attacking her.
Like, they've been jumping me, beating me down for the past week. So my voice go in and out. Sorry, you guys. But a few weeks ago, I listened to this girl tell me to go to this party.
Okay, backstory. My coworker hit me up about a party. He's an older guy. He's like in his 60s. But his organization was throwing an all-black party. I love me a good old head party, a good BYOB. So I'm like, oh, let's go kick it with the old folks. Let's get it. So I invited my extended group of friends. Like, it was like maybe 11, 12 of us in the clique. Like, it was a good time. My mama came, her friend came. It was a nice time. So that's a little backstory before she try and play. So, backstory.
Like I said, I let this girl convince me to go to a party with old people. Now, I thought it was going to be a different group of old people. Like when I have a party with old people in the past, it's a lively group of old people, whatever. It's
I didn't know
problem.
what to expect either. I really didn't know what to expect.
We get to this party. First of all, it's a banquet. Second of all, it's a banquet. There are tables and chairs.
Yeah.
My man showed us to our table. It's like, this is a banquet. Where am I? And I was not going to I was like, I want to go home. I don't like where I am. I'm ready to go. I don't want to be here. And we had a good time because we're going to have a good time regardless.
Absolutely. We're going to make the best out of it.
Once the drink starts setting in and all of that, good time. But what I'm saying is, I did not want to be at this banquet. I didn't.
Please stop calling
I didn't ask to be at the banquet. He was playing banquet music when we walked in.
Oh my gosh. He picked up a lot. The DJ was kicking it
because
after.
the DJ switched.
Yeah, they did switch DJs.
The first DJ had us at a banquet.
He did. You're right.
He was continuing with the banquet. This is how you know it was a banquet. There was a buffet line.
Well, they had to feed people.
It was catered. You been to a party where they get food for you?
No.
Exactly. Any party that has food. The only party I've been to that may have had some food was somebody's birthday party. Fine. Nobody had no regular party with a buffet line.
Fine. But it was a good time. I didn't get none of the food, but I heard the food was pretty good.
I'm going to say I didn't have I'm going to be 100. I'm going to keep it a buck. I did not have fun until my drink started setting in.
That's true. You really didn't have a good time. You were sitting at the table for a long time.
I did not have fun until my drink started setting in. Then I had fun. Then I bust my tail.
You did. I didn't think you was going to mention it. I wasn't going to bring it up.
Why not be
now
real?
That she brought it up, y'all,
Why not be real?
She fell hard.
I fell.
We picked her right up too. It was like immediate. But how did you fall? You was doing was it a dance?
I was doing a
foot?
dance and my I don't know, one of my particular ailments,
might have been your knee.
One of my problems gave out.
I think it was
one of the parts of my body gave out. And so
because it was just like boop,
so
boop, and roll. I was like,
then I was and at first, like, I was going down and I was catching it, and then it just was like, and then I was on my butt.
Yep. We snatched you up real fast. It was immediate, like, boop. Ain't nobody gonna see it. We just kept on dancing, like, nope, nobody saw it.
I'm on the
nobody
floor.
saw it.
So, where were we?
Talking about how we were friends in college.
So, yeah, and then we went to college or whatever.
Yes.
We went to college together.
See, we told y'all we go on tangents. We started on friendship and how long we've been friends. We never even got to finish where we currently are. So,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
We went to college together, and we were always planning to go to college together. But we both applied to George Mason and didn't get in.
They didn't even respond to me. So George Mason,
they disrespected you.
They did.
They disrespected you.
Every one of our classmates that all
at least I got my denial letter.
Either got a denial letter, acceptance letter, or whatever. I got nothing, and I'm like, did I not send the application off correctly? Because like, how you just not send me nothing?
They disrespected
I didn't even get a denial.
But
like
I at least got my rejection letter.
Crazy.
Didn't get into George Mason.
No, we did not.
We both got into Virginia State, but didn't really want to go to Virginia State.
Didn't want to go there. No shit.
I got into VCU. You didn't apply to VCU.
I didn't apply to VCU. I knew I wanted to go into mass comm, and I knew
Norfolk VCU wasn't good for that.
Mass comm
and VCU wasn't like good for that, whatever.
Definitely wanted Norfolk State to be my number one.
And I got in VCU, but after plaguing through my mind, I realized I didn't want to go to Richmond by myself. And then, like I said, we didn't get in George Mason. And I had always applied to Norfolk State. It's like a given. I always tell people in this area to apply to Norfolk State.
Yep.
Like, just go ahead and apply. The application fee is not crazy. Just go ahead and to apply. Then you are in a school that is in your area. Absolutely. And I will always say apply to Norfolk State before apply to ODU.
Exactly.
Because behold,
HBCU.
because behold,
period.
So anyway, we wound up in Norfolk State, and we were dorm mates, and then we went to the suites.
Oh wait, no, the suites. The thing was, we didn't room together, but the crazy part was, our apartments were literally next door.
How we wound up next door to each other.
If I walk out of my apartment into the main hallway, I make a left. Her apartment door was the immediate left, not so one or two apartments down. Literally the next apartment down.
Like, that was crazy.
How they put us together like that, I don't know.
Like
God, I thank you. I was going to say, God, I thank you. Because there's no other way.
I feel like that was God, because that's crazy.
We literally stayed next door to each other. So even when we weren't roommates in the same apartment and just our bedroom doors weren't side by side, we were literally right next door. So I could literally walk out of my bedroom door, walk out of my apartment door, go to her next door room and go in there with her. So we would literally still have the same type of night where at this point we was like 21, so we could go get a little wine coolers, get some drinks, go sit in the room, watch George Lopez again. SpongeBob was our thing. We watched SpongeBob.
We used to watch Say Yes to the Dress.
Oh my gosh, Say Yes
for
to the
weddings.
Dress. What not to wear
and what?
Oh my gosh, those shows were crazy. We would just talk about people's outfits.
Just be on this TLC binge.
It
we would just sit and
it was
watch
some great shows. So.
We knew on Fridays that if we had to, if we wasn't turning up, we wasn't partying,
going to Eccles.
We would sit and we would have. Taco Friday? I don't know. We would make tacos and we would watch. We knew the lineup. I think Say Yes to the Dress came on first. It was for a wedding.
Yep. And then just sit and then end up with either SpongeBob or George Lopez. And then once we finally couldn't keep our eyes open, I would just walk next door to my bedroom and go to sleep. So it was literally, we still stayed in contact throughout college. So we would go back to high school homecomings and events, and people like, y'all still friends? Yes.
To this day,
we still go to homecoming or events or anything.
Friends?
If I go there and Renita's not there, if she's at work or she goes and I'm at work, I'm like, oh yeah, you still friends with Crystal? You still friends with Nnita? Yes. I was just talking to her on my way here. Like we are inseparable. So it hasn't changed.
Like we had our 10-year high school reunion in 2019, and we arrived together. And people was really like, y'all still friends? Look at y'all still friends after all these years.
Yes.
What y'all thought? Y'all thought it was
never
fake?
changed.
I'm really confused.
Never.
Y'all thought it was fake?
Nope.
Like, I understand that y'all's fake, but
y'all fade out.
I understand y'all fake or whatever, but
ours didn't fade. We stayed.
You're not fake.
Stayed true.
What are you talking about?
Even after college.
I wasn't even coming here if she wasn't coming here too. Like,
I was gonna say no if y'all invited me and she won't come in. I'm sorry, I can't make it. Not coming. Who am I gonna talk to when y'all go off and talk to y'all people? Who I'm talk to? Her. Okay. But literally, like even after school, we graduated. Yeah. Still stayed in the same local area. We didn't really move out of the area yet, so we both got jobs in the area. Still stayed friends. I got married. Still move forward. She would come by the house. I go to her house. I got pregnant, had my son. Still come by the house, go to her house. She's my son's godmother. So that's godmommy all day. Like it's not changing, going anywhere.
Yeah.
Her mother has adopted me as a daughter. It's not going anywhere. Like we're not ending it. I'm sorry.
And this year,
yes,
is 20 years.
Woo!
Shout out to us.
20 years in the game. We literally had to calculate it.
September is 20 years of friendship.
Absolutely.
And I think that might have been like one of the reasons that we wound up doing this. Not that we thought in our head this or whatever, but I think like one of the reasons that God put it in my mind and in your mind to do it is because like this is our 20-year friendship. It's been this long. We've been through a lot of things. We've fallen out. Well, not like, you know, I'm never going to talk to you again, but like we've like faded away from each other and have come back. We've gotten mad at the other person for whatever reason and didn't say it and just stopped talking to them.
And I think the only thing about our disagreements, we respect each other so much, it's never going to be a point. Like, I've had fallouts with friends where I have literally cursed them, slam out, and I don't care about trying to mend a relationship. So it's like, if she dies, she dies. Not saying literal death, but the relationship. If it dies, it dies. I'll put it that way.
No.
I don't want to say that. I don't want to say it like that because I don't wish death on anybody. But if the relationship dies, it dies.
If she dies, it's whatever.
No, I don't wish that on nobody, so I will take that back.
When
Lord,
she dies,
forgive me for saying that.
It's whatever.
Shut up. If the Lord, please take that away. I don't mean it that way. What I'm saying is, if the relationship died, I did not have an issue with it. The thing I value about Nnita, this relationship is not going anywhere.
Stop calling me my name.
I'm so sorry. If Nnita,
stop
this relationship isn't going
by
anywhere.
My government on this here podcast.
So sorry.
Stop doing it.
I'm so sorry.
It is not spoken tea with our governments. It's spoken tea.
Well, you put mine out there first
Nnita,
too.
But I haven't said it again. This is the third time that you have put out my government while we are recording this here. And I don't like that. Stop it. Stop doing it.
So sorry. Well, this friendship, and I'm going to just refer to you as a person, as a her or it, because I ain't saying no more.
Use my right pronoun.
Don't do that.
Do not call me it because I'm that bad.
My thing is, what I'm saying is, this friendship is not going to end. So, because of that fact, I already had that ingrained in me. It's not going anywhere. So, we can argue. We can disagree. We can get to the point where we're ready to cuss each other out and we say, like, shut the bleep bleep up. Like, are we cursing on here? I just want to ask that before we continue because if our mamas watch this, I don't want them to be like, y'all up there just saying whatever. Because we were both raised in the church and I don't know how I'm going to feel about this later.
You know, you do how you...
Are we going to bleep it out?
You do. I'm not about to sit here and bleep out. I got time to do all that type of editing. So... You be the version of yourself that you want to be.
Myself. We can curse each other out to a point where we're not in that very happy space, but it's never going to be to the point where we don't care about the friendship. So it's never going to be like, oh, F her, blah, 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 blah. No, we're going to watch how we talk to each other. And if I get to that level of anger, I'm like, I don't want to talk to you right now. And I would just not talk to her for like a day or a couple hours. And we just had a blow up the other day. What was we mad about? Oh,
Wait, were we really mad?
When I fell asleep on the sofa.
Okay, yeah, I was really mad.
Yeah, she was really mad at me.
I thought you were talking about the other day on FaceTime when we was arguing, and it wasn't like really mad.
No. This time she was mad at me. I kept falling asleep on the sofa. We were supposed to be trying to do some plotting and planning for this episode, and I kept falling asleep. I was tired. I was on the phone. I was very, very selfish in that moment. So I own it. I apologize later. But she was very upset with me, so we didn't talk the next day. But...
We didn't talk.
The day after?
We did talk the next day, but only because I sent you the notes.
We had
of my hard work.
You did. And I was
but I didn't. But you could tell I was mad because I just sent you the pictures and I was like, this is what I came up with last night. I ain't say, hey.
You did. And that's how I knew she was mad.
I didn't say nothing. I was just like, this is what I came up with last night. We still need to meet.
And I was like, we absolutely do. And I apologize for falling asleep. I should have been very present in the meeting, so I'm sorry. She didn't say thank you. She didn't say okay. She said nothing. But I knew the next time we planned to see each other, which was the next day, we were fine.
No, I didn't say thank you, or I didn't acknowledge your apology. Mm-hmm. No, I did not. But I did send you a picture of this girl on Facebook and be like,
that was
look at her.
That was the olive branch. The thing is, you will probably seldom get I'm sorry from either one of us because we both have pride issues and neither one of us is going to succeed to apologize. So that's just never going to happen. Our thing is...
I did like immediately follow up with, girl, look at this.
Exactly. Oh, God, which one was that? Oh, yeah. I remember that picture. Okay.
And that was crazy because I saw it before you text me and apologize. And I screenshotted it and I was like, I want to send her this, but I'm mad at her right now.
So my apology
I
was
just
the
put
olive
it
branch.
in
It was
my
just like,
photos, and then when you decided to, when I sent you whatever, and you decided to apologize, and I was like,
oh,
girl, look at this.
That's the thing. We don't always apologize, but we know the other person acknowledges they're wrong, and it's just like, she knows she was wrong. She know I'm mad at her, but it is what it is. And we chalk it up to it is what it is. Is it always healthy? Probably not. Does it work for us? Absolutely. So,
I mean, it's 20 years later, so
obviously something working.
Apparently.
Something working. They ain't broke down yet. Shoot.
Apparently it worked.
So yeah, that's a nutshell long tangent of how long we've been friends. But we literally had to figure out it's been 20 years, like just the other day. We didn't realize how long it had been. And we're like, how long we never friends? We don't think about it.
A year. We always said
we never thought about it.
Grade.
We just say seventh grade. I've been friends with her since this grade, that grade. So seventh grade was it.
Said the grade.
So finally counting back, we're like, wait, seventh grade was what year? 03. Wait.
Oh my God, it's 2023.
So now we're like, okay, wait, so September.
Years.
Okay, so what day did you transfer? Because school had already started, so it was like at least 3 or 4 days into the school year. So we chalked it up to the date being September 10th of 2003 when we met, and we realized like, okay, the day that I asked you to move up was that first day.
It was the first day I was in the class. Yeah.
So as soon as she moved up, that started it. It may not have been the hey, you're gonna be my best friend type energy, but that was the initial connection. So that's where we're gonna.
I don't think we ever. There was never like, hey, you want to be best friends?
Never did
never that.
Never did it. So it's just like, hey, it is what it is. I mean, we just connected. Like thinking back on it, it wasn't a growing type of thing where it's like we're gonna intentionally say that's gonna be my person, and but it just became like, yo, I like hanging with her. She real cool. We laugh, we joke, we talk all the time. We can relate on different stuff, and we just stayed connected from there. So
yeah, and we've been through a lot of stuff together, which I'm sure will come. The different things will come as we continue to do the podcast and different episodes, and of course, I'm sure if a story has to do with what we're talking about, it'll come out. But Absolutely. We have been through a lot together.
But yeah, that leads us to why female relationships and friendships are important.
Yeah.
I feel like as a woman, I wouldn't be who I am or have developed in the ways that I have if it wasn't for having female friendships. Like Nnita is my best friend. I have other best friends, but what I've gained from this, I'm being real. Why are you laughing? Did I say your name again?
Well, yeah,
I
but
did.
that's not why I was acting like
say your
that.
name again.
That's not why I was acting like that, but you did. Like you gotta stop. You gotta stop doing it.
You have other best friends too.
No, stop saying my name.
Oh, my bad. Her over there, she's pretty influential in my life. So the importance of having her as a friend growing up, helping develop me, I help develop her. If it's like motivational speaking, if it's inspiration, if it's Christian, mentorship and just sisterhood, it's just literally having that person that you can just bounce ideas off of. If I come up with an idea, I'm not super creative, but I try to think of a lot of different stuff. And she will literally
start doing that.
Okay, fine. She thinks I'm creative.
She always like.
We can discuss on another episode about my shortcomings. We can discuss my shortcomings on another episode.
No, she never gives herself enough credit. Okay, you are creative. Stop this.
Okay, well, I guess I'm creative. So if I don't feel it in that moment, she will be the person that will big me up as she's doing now. Be in my corner like, no, don't talk like that. Don't talk down on yourself, and vice versa. If she gets in a moment where she's like, well, no, I don't know about this. I don't know about that. I'm like, no, because this, and this. You're great in this. You're doing this. You're doing that. You're doing that. She's like, yeah, you're right. But still, and I'm like, no negative self-talk. Shut up. Tell that person in your head, shut up. And she'll tell the same person to me, tell that little person in your head that's talking doubt, tell her to shut up. So we will literally have those moments where iron sharpens iron. I have to be that for her. She has to be that for me. Not that we have to as a chore, as like a job, but it's just, I want her to be at her best. She wants me to be at my best. And it's like having that person that you know is in your corner, regardless, not getting anything out of it. I'm not doing this for clout. I'm not doing this for any type of accolade or favor. It's because I love her genuinely. She loves me genuinely. And we know that that's true. So we're just going to keep being that person to encourage and motivate. So I feel like every woman should have that type of person. It doesn't always have to be another woman. It's beneficial because y'all can talk about certain things and be able to relate. But having adult female friendships is extremely beneficial to any woman that's trying to grow in any area of her life.
That's what I was going to say. Because, there's like these women, I've heard this before, that say, I can't get along with other women.
Yeah, that's
My
true.
best friend is a man, da-da-da-da.
Mm-hmm.
I can't get along with other women. I can't deal with women, stuff like that.
I agree to an extent, and then I disagree. Sometimes it can be women that, are catty or petty, but that's all about the selective process of who you still choose to be around. If every woman that you've ever been in any form of engagement, friendship, relationship with is catty or petty, you might need to change the environment of what women you're around.
Sounds like you the problem.
Because it may be...
Why you keep choosing
catty It may
women?
be a person that, you just have quarrels with. Maybe her upbringing, maybe her personal attitude, maybe her personality. It doesn't always have to be that specific person to be the problem. It may be you. You may bring something out of these people with your own personality. If you're sharp to bite back at people and snap at people and that causes a reaction from them to you, you may think it's them and every other person is them. No, it may be you.
That's what I'm saying.
It may be you the problem.
You can't find
it's not one woman out here that you can click with. I've clicked with a couple. And some, hey, they fell off and it's like, hey, it is what it is. But it wasn't always a me. It wasn't always a them. It's just that gradually didn't work. But there's plenty that did.
I just feel like if you can't find any woman that you can get along with, then I think you need to look within yourself.
Absolutely.
And kind of figure out what is the issue.
Yeah.
Like, why is it that I can't get along with these women? Like, what is the issue?
Yeah.
Is it something within me? Am I just choosing the wrong women?
Where am I meeting these women?
should be able to at least find one woman.
Yeah.
Like, I understand when you were a teenager or whatever.
Those friendships can be flaky.
So you can't find teenage girls can be very catty and immature or whatever, and in friendships over nothingness.
Yeah.
So I get that, but there should at least be at least one woman.
Yeah.
And the reason I say that, and it's not to say anything bad about male best friends or anything like that, because it's fine, but there are specific things that we go through as women.
Y'all can't relate on everything.
That men cannot relate to.
He might be able to understand and give you consolation. He might be able to give you boyfriend advice, might give you, dating advice, relationship advice, friendship, great energy type influence. But it's certain things as a woman you're going to go through, a dude is not going to be able to relate to, not going to be able to experience, will never understand. Not that he can't give empathy.
He just can't understand.
But he doesn't
have a vagina.
But he will never be able to step into your shoes to feel how you feel. If it's a conversation about being catcalled, he may not experience catcalling the same way that you would. Now, not to say that men can't get catcalled. It happens.
They do.
Women get, a little extra like, hey, daddy, what's up? It happens. But to feel the fear that can come with catcalling, because I don't know, if I don't respond, is this guy going to get aggressive? If I do respond, also, is he going to get aggressive? If I respond too flirtatious, is he going to follow me home? Is he going to, harass me? It's always something that can happen in the back of your mind when you're getting catcalled. It may be an innocent one where it's just like, hey, shorty, what's up? Oh, no, I'm good. And keep going. But it's always, he'll never understand that level of fear, because in his masculine sense, not to say this is for everybody, but in his masculine sense, he may just have the ability to say no and keep walking and not have any fear at all.
But like I
it's
said,
different instances where men will never be able to step into those shoes because they don't have that experience.
Well, like I said, and there's a very basic element. They don't have a vagina. So let's put it to real basics here. If you're having all of these problems, womanly problems, like let's say you're on your period, they don't know what that feels like.
No.
Absolutely 0% do they know what it feels like to have a period.
Nope.
They don't have
the hormones,
they don't have a vagina.
Tenderness of areas.
They cannot relate to you completely in that way. That's something they literally cannot step into your shoes on. They, even if you do they have those, I seen these, like, I think it was the Try Guys on the internet. They were doing
the little tins
they had
machines.
the things, yeah.
Oh, those are cool. Those videos are funny.
That like emulates the pain of the period.
Yep.
But it's still like you can take that off.
Yeah, you can walk away from that at the end of the day.
You can still walk away.
They've
from
carried
that,
around like the heavy weighted book bag on the front of the stomach to feel the weight of a pregnant woman.
No,
but you can still take it off. This isn't your everyday life, every pregnancy, every time you want to bring a baby into the world.
I can't stop my cramps.
I cannot stop my period. I can't make
the cramps stop.
No. If it's gonna roll, it's gonna roll, and I'm gonna have to either grit, hold a pillow, clench my feet,
and that's just
twinkle my toes.
They can't.
You'll
understand
never
that.
understand.
And then there's other things,
bleeding from your body, but you're not injured. Like, it's anytime you discuss that with a guy that's a guy, like masculine, you talk about a period, they're like, wait, it come out of where? And it just do what? And you just let it happen? Yes.
I saw. And
I have to hold a conversation with you while it's happening.
I saw this video on Facebook the other day, and I don't know why I didn't. No, you sent it to me.
I did. That's why I laughed, because it was the one I sent you.
You sent it to me, and like, legit, like, there's things.
So many.
They don't know that we don't tell them.
One of the things that they mentioned in the video, I don't remember everything they mentioned, but it was talking about how when a woman's on a period and the blood can just be coming straight down. If either it's a gush or a blood clot.
No, it was like, we can feel a blood clot when we on
coming
our period.
Down.
And we don't tell you.
We don't tell you. Like, talking to a man, I could be holding a conversation with a man and I could feel it happening, but I will not make it known to you because it will ruin the entire conversation.
No, there was the one part that was like,
you would never know.
One thing was like, when we fart, sometimes it comes through our vagina.
Oh my gosh. I have a friend now. He saw the video. He sent it to me. He's like, is this true?
Absolutely.
I said, yes, it is. Every single fact 100%. They mentioned 100% actually happens.
Sometimes
he said, so y'all really,
it comes through our vagina.
He said, so y'all really fart, and if it don't come out the back, it come out the front. I said, if we're sitting on it and it rolls out the front, it can definitely come out the front.
Sometimes
he was like, I will never look at y'all the same.
It's weird.
And the crazy part was, a couple days later, I was sitting in my car, didn't feel like leaning to the side.
Farted and it came through your
vagina. It came out the front. And I texted him. I said, I put it out my front butt. He said, wow. I did call it a front butt because I saw a little video of a little girl. And she said, I put it out my front butt. And it was just so funny. So I decided to call it that. But I literally texted him that. He said, didn't I tell you I don't want to hear nothing about any of those since I watched that video? I said, but I thought of you when it happened because you were so disgusted. And he legit said, I will never look at women the same again. I didn't know that even happened. I said, see, that's something you'll never know. As a man, you would never know that we go through things like this.
It's not fun.
No, you will have the hardest cramp, and then you go check your pad.
You feel it.
And
you feel the whole thing. Like, you feel a cramp.
Oh, gosh.
And it's like, it's a cramp way after, you know, it's been days. Your cramps are gone. And then here comes the cramp. It's like, oh,
there it is.
Here's about to come.
There it is.
Here it go.
There it go. And you know, and I'm not gonna wince my face if I'm talking to you. I could be doing this and I'm holding a whole speech. You would never know.
There it goes.
I have to hold it together, and that is something men can never experience. To say,
and on a
we relate on the same level,
on a very basic level. Yeah. That's why you need female friends, at least one good one, because there are things that you cannot talk about. You can talk to your male best friend about it, but you're not gonna get. There's no relatableness. No. There's no sharing in each other's pain with whatever that is. She could say something.
I was like, "Oh, girl, that happened to me last week." You'll never get that.
You'll never get that because some things are just they only happen to us,
to women. Yeah.
So that's why I think it's important. And it's also important to have specifically adult female relationships.
Absolutely.
Because we're going through things and we need to lift each other up. You know, specifically the Black woman.
Ooh.
The Black woman goes through so many things. She's always being judged before she even opens her mouth.
Absolutely.
And it's always teetering between, do I say this or do I not? If I say this, am I the angry Black woman?
Or am I speaking up for myself?
Or am I speaking up for myself? I know I want to do this to speak up for myself, but will it be perceived as the angry Black woman?
Now I have to censor
Or
my words.
we have
to make
to
sure that
think
it's
before we say
and
things.
approachable.
Like, we have to make sure we look approachable. I get so sick and tired of men telling me to smile.
Oh my God. One man told me in traffic. It was summertime. It was summertime. I had my windows down. I don't even know. I wasn't even blasting my music. Or my music was up. It wasn't crazy loud, but I was just at the stoplight. And I'm just sitting there, regular face at the stoplight. And the man's like, baby, you need to smile. And I heard him saying something to me, so I looked over, I was like, what? And turned my music down. He said, you need to smile. I said, for what? He was like, you too pretty to be looking that mad. And before I could even come up with a snarky type of response, the light turned green, and I really wanted to just flip him off because I'm like, sir, what am I smiling for at a stoplight? I'm at a red light in the summertime. I'm just cruising down the street, minding my business, listening to my music. Why do I need to smile? Is it to appease you?
Just stop telling me.
Is it to make you look at me and feel some type of engaging energy? Like, what am I smiling for?
The thing is, just don't tell me to smile. Don't tell me to smile because you're pissing me off. All you're doing is making me smile less.
You made me want to flip you off. What are we doing?
Now I really don't want to smile.
I'm frowning.
Now you've actually pissed me off. Like, before, I was chilling. I just wasn't smiling.
Now I'm frowning.
Apparently, I'm just supposed to walk around.
Now I'm frowning and rolling my eyes. You don't walk around looking like a dang Cheshire cat, just smiling and cheesing, looking stupid. For what? Because if I do that,
that's what they want me to look like.
Is that just cheese, Colgate smile? No.
Apparently, I'm supposed to walk around smiling all day, and now you're telling me to smile.
My thing is,
now I'm mad.
I'm smiling to make you feel better. What if I'm having a bad day? Even if he could have asked me, baby, why you face so down? And it's like a concern, like, hey, you okay?
First of all,
something.
We at the red
But
light.
the thing is, if you're gonna say anything to me, you could have said that. Don't say, oh, you too pretty to smile, so I can't be pretty and not smile. I can't be
pretty. Girls gotta be smiling.
Pretty girls gotta smile all the time.
Understand.
Because what if I want to just look regular? What if I want to have just a calm face, just no smile? I can't do that. It just.
I get so tired of people telling me to smile, and so like apparently we don't smile enough.
Yep.
We're always angry.
We gotta wear our hair a certain way. Can't express ourselves with hair. Oh gosh.
Right.
Don't do that.
I can't, do whatever color hair I want because I have to make sure. Well, if I wasn't working for myself, I was working for myself.
True, yeah.
But when you're not working for yourself, you got to make sure that you're looking appropriate and all of that. And like the Black woman goes through a lot. And so yeah, we need those things, like, because as a Black woman, we're going through a lot, specifically the Black woman, because I am a Black woman, but women, we all go through a lot, especially we're supposed to be superwoman. We're supposed to be able to do all of these things and still be okay. And you just need someone that is also going through the same thing that you can talk to and lift each other up or just vent to.
A good vent partner helps
and
so much.
that's not going to feel like you're complaining.
Yeah, no judgment, no, scrutiny, no, girl, you need to just chuck it up and deal with it. No, let me cry. Let me vent. Because honestly, having that type of relationship, man, when I tell y'all, Nnita have saved so many people. Oh, I'll be in jail. Oh my gosh. I would be in jail because literally I have had to call her in tears. I mean, punching my fist like, yo, oh my God, da-da-da-da-da, and they did da-da-da, and she said da-da, and then he did da-da. And she has saved so many people. Oh my gosh. Thank you. I'm going to publicly thank you now because I would be locked up and under the jail, baby. You know my story. I'd be under the jail. But no, for real. Like having that type of person that is a vault. Hold your secrets. I know for a fact she knows so much stuff. You can't go nowhere. You're not going nowhere. And I'm not going nowhere because I know your secrets. So, baby, keep them down. But you have to have somebody that you can trust with everything and be able to talk about everything. She knows stuff from personal issues, marriage issues, parenting issues, family related issues, work issues, just everything.
Stuff from before we even met.
Exactly. Yeah. So like childhood stuff. Before we knew each other, we still bonded and shared with stuff. So it's like you have to have that type of person that you know you can go to, that you can just trust with your life. Go to that person. It may not always have to be family, but somebody that you know won't hold no bias against you, won't run their mouth trying to make a little topic and conversation like, yeah, we're going to keep out her in the corner. No.
What it boils down to is you need someone that will bail you out when you get locked up.
Facts. That's why we both got to have good jobs, because I can't be out here
somebody that's going to do whatever. Even if I'm broke, if she called me and tell me that she's locked up, I'm going to figure out a way to get her out of jail.
If we're not locked up together, because that's the point. We might do the crime together.
That's the problem. We might
if I lied,
be
you
locked
lied.
up.
Period. Call your mama.
But if she's not with me and she done got herself locked up, I'm going to figure out a way to get her out.
Period.
I'm going to figure out a way to find her a lawyer.
Period.
I may be broke, but I'm going to figure out a way to do it. I'm not broke.
Get her out.
I'm not broke, but I'm just saying.
Right.
If I am broke,
in the off chance I might be,
I just had to make sure I let y'all know I ain't broke.
Period. But in the off chance,
but if I was broke,
we're gonna make it do what it do.
She was locked up.
Get them coins.
I will make sure.
Call a friend.
Gotta rob Peter to pay Paul.
Period.
Somebody is getting that bill.
Who's friends with a lawyer? Who friends with a police officer? We need leniency.
Somehow I'm gonna get that 10%. Somehow I'm gonna get that 10%.
Get her out. Okay? Get her out.
And you need that person that you can call and will help you bury the dead body.
No, but that's real. Like,
serious.
If I gotta ride out, I'm calling Nnita like, Nnita, pull up. We gotta go get busy. I'm on the way. Wear black. Like, I've literally had those type of conversations with her. Now, mind you, we have never done anything illegal. Let's just put that disclaimer out
when
there.
You say illegal,
we talk a lot of
when you say illegal, you can't say illegal because we were drinking.
We've never done
we were 21.
We've never done crimes to harm
drinking
other
before
people.
21 is illegal.
It is technically illegal. Yes, our parents know this, so let's not go calling our parents. But they found out way after. No, I gotta tell you about that. I gotta tell you about that. I actually, side pen note tangent.
My mama knew that I was
laying on the
sofa
drinking. And a vodka commercial came on. I don't remember what the liquor was, but some vodka commercial came on. And my dad was sitting in the chair, and I was laying on the sofa looking at it. I was like, oh, that stuff nasty. And I just kept talking. He said, mind you, I might have been like 19. So he was like, how you know it's nasty? I said, Ma, is dinner ready yet? We need some help in the kitchen. I had to change the conversation so quick because I legit told myself at that point, because I was like, I was not supposed to say that. That was...
I ain't care, because what she was going to do. I ain't care, because what's my mama going to do? I don't live with you. I'm on campus.
You can't stop nothing.
What you going to do?
You can't stop nothing. But no, I just didn't
also,
tell
my mama
parents.
wasn't stupid, and she knew that I was
drinking
when I got to college.
Yeah, she knew.
She knew.
My parents assumed it. We didn't start drinking until our sophomore year. My mama just knew I was...
Why did you just sit here and lie like that?
We didn't start freshman year.
Yes,
or was it
we
the
did.
end of freshman year? It had to be the end.
Oh my God, why are you lying?
I'm dead.
Are you trying to
Have
look
I
good?
forgotten?
Are you trying to look good on this podcast?
No, I'm dead serious. I really don't remember us drinking freshman year.
Oh, so we went to the party sober freshman year.
Did we?
We didn't. We didn't.
Oh, we had to ask a couple people to grab the drinks.
We couldn't get the liquor ourselves.
I don't remember being...
But we got
it had to be
liquor.
toward the end of freshman year. I don't remember it being like the beginning, like first getting on the campus type stuff. Maybe I just had some blackout memories. Maybe I forget. That might be me. You know I got a bad memory anyway. So it might be me. Scratch that. It might be me.
Crystal, the one way where you're lying...
I really did.
Is now, granted, this isn't hard liquor or anything,
right.
But this is evidence that you're lying. There was 4 Locos in our refrigerator, in the towers.
Oh, in the mini fridge. It was some in that mini fridge, and we in
had
section, and
4
we had
Locos
to hide them.
in our refrigerator. That's the evidence right there.
I forget
that you're lying.
I have a bad memory. I will own that. My bad, y'all.
We were drinking for a year.
My bad, y'all. I forget that. See, this is another reason. See, this is another importance of having an adult woman friendship. She remembers stuff I don't. I have a horrible memory. So
I actually
she
think
will
Crystal tries to
run.
block out. I think you're trying to block out stuff.
It's possible. But it's a lot of stuff I really do not
Stuff I don't
remember.
remember. I
It's
think
a
it's
lot of
because
stuff.
you specifically push it out of your mind so you look like a better person.
No. I will own.
So you look like a better person.
I will own my shortcomings. No,
Some
this
of
is
them.
not that.
But stuff
I
from the
will
past
forget.
that I'll bring up, you be like, that didn't
yeah,
happen.
that did.
Yes, it did.
Some stuff I don't remember until
And I think you
unless
blocked it out so
put-
that you look like a better person.
unless you pull out a camera to show me that I did it, I do not remember. Unless you have a very valid and believable story, I do not recall. I promise you, I'm not trying to make myself look good. I don't remember. And until you say, Crystal, you were there. Remember this, and this. I'm like, oh, that did happen. You got to bring it back
Now,
to my
we'll
memory.
say we did not drink as much.
Yeah, we didn't go crazy.
Our freshman year.
That's true.
But we did drink.
That's true. We didn't go crazy. Yeah, we didn't. So
Now, after that,
got a little reckless.
After freshman year, yeah, things got a little crazy. But we also didn't stay on campus a lot freshman year because the people in the dorm room next to us was dirty.
Oh gosh.
So
We
would
can
leave.
We can save that for another episode.
We would just
That
leave
was,
whenever
it was
we
nasty
could
over there.
because it was nasty.
Whew. Them girls is nasty, y'all.
I just don't understand. It's like
Home training, none.
you had no home training at your house
None.
before you came to college.
None.
Like,
Your mama must have did
your mama didn't
everything.
teach you nothing.
Nope.
Like your mama ain't never make you clean your room when you was at home. Like, I don't understand.
Just nasty. Just nasty. But no, that's why we really value adult friendships.
Real quick. I don't know, maybe about 3 conversations ago, you said
Told y'all we go on tangents.
you said the word quarrel.
I did. I don't even use that in my verbiage. Why would I say quarrel?
You said the word quarrel. Quarrel. You were like, I don't know if you guys are having quarrels or whatever. And I just wanted to point out the
Are you
fact.
sure I said quarrel?
And in that moment when you said quarrel, it reminded me that I learned that word from the Ramona and Beezus series of books.
Those were some awesome books, by the way. Ramona and Beezus. Those were some dope books.
It was
honey.
in there, and they was like, we was quarreling and da 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 da, and I was like,
What's a quarrel?
well, that's, and, then using my context clues,
Right.
as I
you knew
continue
it
to
was a
read the
fight or
chapter.
argument.
I was like, oh, that's another word for argument. So you said quarrel. I was like, wow.
Light bulb. I remember I learned that word.
I learned that word. Shout
I
out
learned that word.
to the Ramona and Beezus series of books because that is where I learned that word.
Those are some good books. The sisterhood. See, sisterhood dynamic. Big sister, little sister, Ramona and Beezus. Great dynamic.
I mean, I ain't gonna say it was my favorite. I
really love those
Jones.
books.
No, Junie B. Jones was my girl.
Jimmy Jones was a good one too.
I read every
There was
book
some
in
good
the
ones.
series until I aged out because they were still going, but I aged out.
There were some good books though.
The series was still going, but
Those
I
were good
aged
books.
out of care.
Aged out of care.
Yeah, care and reading comprehension level. Like they were for younger. They had
Yeah.
big words in them, and so they were for a lower level of reading. So
Yeah.
once I moved up in the world, I stopped reading them. But that was my girl. Junie B. Jones was my girl. I read Ramona and Beezus. Honestly, I think I really was reading them because they had more points on the AR level.
I remember those AR points, man.
They had more points because they were the Ramona and
achievement.
Beezus. That's it. They were harder essentially than Junie B. Jones. So I was reading them so I can get more AR points. But what I enjoyed was Junie B. Jones. That was my girl.
Scholastic achievement.
That was my
on
girl. But anyway,
Accelerated reading. Accelerated reading AR points. I was just saying.
Yeah, and after we were done with accelerated reading, I don't read anymore.
I don't either. Oh my God. Somebody asked me, what's your favorite book?
I don't read.
Haven't found
Those
a good
Michelle
one.
Obama books. They sound great.
Yeah.
I ain't finna read them.
Audio.
I love her.
Audio.
But if
me.
it in an audio book,
Audio me. No.
only thing I read is I will say it quickly. Do you read this book? Only thing I read is textbooks.
That's because I got to.
If it ain't a textbook, I ain't reading it.
That's because I got to.
I'm not reading it. I'm sorry. Yeah.
All right.
Well, guys, it's been a
You
great.
think we should wrap it up?
I feel like we've covered a good
everything we
good
need
amount
to
of
cover for our
friendship.
first episode. So
think
thank you
we've
guys
well
for
rounded.
listening to the first episode of Spoken Tea.
Absolutely.
And we will see you next time. We'll see you next time.
You'll see us next time.
You'll hear us next time. Hopefully you guys will continue to listen.
Yeah, and honestly, let us know how this is for you. If you feel like we should talk about something specific to your friendship group that we may honestly be able to relate to as well, leave a comment. Let us know if you like it. Let us know if you don't. Let us know how you feel about it. And we want to read the comments on our next show just so we can have some type of engagement with you. So we want this to be an interactive thing.
Yeah, you can catch us on Instagram at spokent.pod.
Absolutely.
As well as Facebook, Spoken Tea Podcast, and on YouTube, we do record these video, and the videos will be on our YouTube page, which is of course Spoken Tea. Spoken Tea Podcast on YouTube, Spoken Tea Podcast on Facebook, and at spokent.pod on Instagram. And you can also email us at spokenteapod@gmail.com. If you want to email us any topics you want us to discuss, any questions you have that we can turn into a topic or whatever, or if you just want to tell us, you guys are really awful and I don't really enjoy you, that's fine. You won't hurt my feelings.
We take criticism.
Promise.
That's fine. We'll probably laugh at you. So that's fine. Like, girl, she said she don't like the way I was sitting. All right. She said she don't like that yellow sweater. And
I'm going to be all right, okay? If you want to tell me I sound like a man, that's fine. I already know that. Like, I don't care.
I don't like my voice either. But we're going to talk anyway. So thanks for listening.
Yeah. So you can... You can also, like I said, email us at spokenteapod@gmail.com, and make sure you follow us at spokentea.pod on Instagram, and check us out on the YouTube, Spoken Tea Podcast, and Facebook, Spoken Tea Podcast. And if you go to those places, you can find our personal social medias there as well, because we do be up there.
You want to say yours?
So, huh?
You want to say yours?
Oh, you want me to say it?
You can while we're up here.
I was just going to say if they go on the website. Anyway, if you want to follow me personally, it is at dr.nnita on IG. As basically my handle on all my social media profiles. You can find me Dr. DR, like doctor like that, Dr.Nnita.
How many N's is in Nnita?
It's 2 N's.
Yeah, thank you. Gotta say that. Nnita. Nnita.
Dr. Nnita is all of my social media. And Chris, what's your social media?
My social media is art_is_Chris. So that's my Instagram. My Facebook is Chris Art. So yeah, just follow us. Send us a like, send us a message, send us a comment. So just keep in contact with us. Let us know how we did. Let us know if you're interested and intrigued by the conversation. Let us know if we should keep going. Because we're going to keep going. But,
regardless.
Feels good with support too.
Your opinion is valuable.
We appreciate it.
I'm going to let you know that your opinion is valuable, but it will not change what we are going to do as far as keeping this going, because we know that this is something that God has told us to do.
Absolutely.
So we will continue it regardless, because it's going to meet someone where they are, and it just might not be particularly for you. But it will meet someone, and that is the point of us doing this.
So, also, something I want to just throw in there. This is brand new. I did not run this by Nnita, so we're just going to say it. On Spoken Tea,
just keep
we
saying my
sip.
name, huh?
I did say your name
That's
again.
crazy.
Oh my goodness. So I didn't run this by Nnita. Sorry, guys. But on Spoken Tea, we do have something to sip every episode. If there is something that you would suggest that you would like us to try, little mix, little concoction,
You can tell us.
let us know
I
in the
might try
comment.
it.
Let us know. We might try. Tell us the ingredients, please. We don't want to just wing it. But if it's something that you want us to try, taste out. If it's a bartender or something you want to try a little mix, Let us know the ingredients. We might be able to try it out. Let you know real-time review of what we think. Let us know. But I just think Spoken Tea, as we sip, you can sip with us, as you watch, as you listen, but just make it a communal thing. So that's something I literally just thought of. Sorry I didn't run it by you, but I just think it would be something like on the fly, something cool.
I think that's cool. And then for those that are actually just listening to us, you do know we are sipping on something while we do this.
Every episode we will be sipping.
When we sip on something.
Might not be
It might not always be a libation,
yes,
but it will be something. But anyway, so thank you guys for tuning in.
Thanks for
and
listening.
We will see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.